Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Cote. Welcome to Entertainment Life. Today we're talking about the Twilight Zone. I know, why haven't I reviewed this before? Well, there's so many different ones. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to review them. Did I want to do them all together? Did I want to do them separately? I decided, you know what, they all try to be the same show, so let's just do them all together. So let's start with the classic. This, of course, is my favorite and the best one out of all the renditions of the Twilight Zone. It has really interesting stories that are intriguing and fun and creepy and have these really awesome twist endings that are like, what the fuck just happened here? And I just love them so much. Are some episodes better than others? Yes, you expect that from any anthology show, but for the most part, the Twilight Zone, the classic one, really pulled a lot of strings and just worked. It just did. Now, in the 80s, they came out with a Twilight Zone movie. And I love that idea. You know what? If you want to make movies out of TV shows, Twilight Zone's a great one to do. But I felt like they executed it wrong. They took stories from the original and kind of played around with them and almost made them comical. And for me, it felt like it wasn't really the Twilight Zone anymore. It was a parody of the Twilight Zone. Don't get me wrong, I love comedy as much as the next person, but the Twilight Zone was never meant to be a comical show. It just wasn't. So why are you doing that? And sadly, that prompted the 80s TV show to also be really comical, which really bothered me because I was waiting for intrigue and I was just kind of bored, being like, what is this? This is not the Twilight Zone. It's just not. Now, in 2002, Twilight Zone redeemed itself because they came up with a really interesting Twilight Zone premise. It felt a lot more like the original, although sometimes it felt like the Outer Limits, but whatever. And they kept a lot of the intrigue and a lot of the fun. The pilot episode scared the fucking hell out of me. I was 15 at the time, and it scared the hell out of me. I couldn't sleep for like 3 nights. I kept thinking that somebody was going to come into my house and take me, like they did in that episode. And I was just like, okay, they did their job. Congratulations, 2002 Twilight Zone. You did your job. And it also had a lot of other really interesting episodes that even now I look back and I'm like, yeah, that works. That's fun. That's a Twilight Zone episode right there. So I highly recommend that one if you want a more modern take on it. But I suggest you watch the classic first because it'll help lead you into what they were playing around with. Okay, and here we are at the final rendition, the Jordan Peele one that originally came out in 2019 and had its second season in 2020. I know, guys, I know. There are very mixed things here. Some people love this one. Some people think it's a travesty against nature. I was one of the people that actually did like it. The first season was a little wonky. In fact, they only had like a handful of episodes I liked. I felt like sometimes it got too political, but the handful of episodes that I liked, I felt really worked and really felt like Twilight Zone episodes. Like, yes, this is the Twilight Zone. Jordan Peele did a great job of keeping that feeling with it. And then get to season 2. Season 2 had much more better episodes, I'll be honest. And it still felt a lot like the same series. Much more, in fact, than the first season did because it didn't get quite as political in the second season. So, overall, I highly recommend The Twilight Zone. Whether you're going to watch the original, I would skip the 80s one, but if you want something that's a little funnier, I guess you can see it, or the movie. But the 2002 one and then 2019, 2021 are also great. So, like I said, have fun, and that's all I have to say. Bye, everybody.